Hey, good evening. Welcome to Let's Talk. And tonight we continue our review show, and it's the Shy Season 6, Episode 11 review show. And the title of the episode was Saints and Sinners. Dwayne will be joining us shortly. As you guys know, me and Keisha are here. So let's get this started. What's going on, Keisha?
Nothing much, just relaxing.
Just relaxing. I
Yep.
tell you, after all that heat we had the last 4 or 5 days, the cool air definitely has came.
Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. I got the windows open.
Yeah, and don't have that window open with that fan blowing. Woo!
I do. I got the ceiling fan on, the window blown, the windows open.
Yes, that breeze is coming, and it's a constant breeze too.
But that fresh air, even though they killing us through the air, but that's another problem. But I do enjoy the fresh air.
Yes, yes. So this episode was titled "Saints and Sinners," and from what I understand, I think you might have been the first one out of us three to see the episode.
I was.
What's your thoughts on the episode?
And surprise, surprise, they haven't disappointed me yet.
Amazing,
Um,
right?
yeah, it's amazing. I'm like so waiting for the letdown, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Bakari, Jake, and Papa that brought the nostalgia of the boys from back in the day, even though Kevin was missing. When they jumped on Papa about all the preacher talk about is money.
Hmm.
And Papa was like, no, 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 but that's all the preacher was talking about is money. Um, I like the um, Rob's father aspect. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't
I think
expecting.
they nailed it with that, Keisha.
Yeah, and they looked like they could be father and son. I
Mhm.
wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Um, that adds another little dynamic to it. Um, Jake being Jake, how he shut Jimmer down,
Yeah,
and then he got some sloppy toppy from the preacher's wife.
the
I
first
know.
lady.
I wonder if the churches is writing in.
I mean,
Um,
I think that when you they say for a lot of people, art imitates life, and you're taking this from a lens that how Lena, Lena Waithe, the girl that's the showrunner, and other people may see certain churches. Definitely, when you have churches that are a lot of churches, some may just stick to the text, or some may just explain to people, you know, being prosperous. If you've earned the right to wear those type of clothes, have that car, live your life, get your portion of this world and in the hereafter. Um, I thought it was a different. What I respected about this episode. And I didn't mean to cut you off while you were giving your spill on the episode. I'm gonna let you finish in 1 second. I thought the episode did not leave us hanging with these storylines. I thought the episode tied certain storylines together.
I think it did a good job. It wasn't like too much action per se, but um it tied the stories together and it tied the people together. Because I even think I mentioned to you, it was like we don't need Papa no more, but it kind of brought Papa into having a story now
Hmm.
because Kenya. Now, what's the funny looking dude's name? I don't never remember his name.
I just could never remember his name. Nicole, could you Google him real quick? Do a casting because we know Nicole watching. Always supportive. Nicole always is supportive of the review shows and any shows that we do on the channel, as well as she's a watcher of the Shy. What is the guy, the funny shaped head dude like me? What's his name?
I I was thrown off by the him in Kenya, but I could see it. I could see it.
It was a different twist. It's a side of him. I'm glad that they're using a lot of character development. Oh, you love the Jake scene, huh, Nicole? Well, it's interesting, Nicole, is because Dwayne said to me after he saw the episode, he's like, "You're gonna be happy with your boy." He's because I am a big Jake fan. S.J. Smith, yeah, you're right. His name is Zay. That's his name,
Yeah.
Zay.
Um.
Appreciate your support.
Thank you. Yeah. Him and the Kenya dynamic, and then they talking. and she the good girl. He a little street, but he got a background in the South that may be different than what we think.
And he said, "Look, I'm not from Chicago." See, a lot of times people they go on their journey and they go to a different place to make their way, and some
Yeah,
making their way may go into an area crime or another way to sway their life and go in a different direction. We all know a lot of our families they came up from down south, and as you always say, Keisha, they came up north and got crazy.
yeah,
They were supposed to come up here and
and
establish.
prosper, but it wasn't set up for us. But don't get me onto that.
Yeah,
So, um, Emmett and the brother, and Emmett feeling jealous because he's basically done had his father to himself this little bit
showed a different dynamic.
and showed a different dynamic, and the brother is just happy to be here.
Hmm.
And I like the brother. I can't remember the name of the Netflix show he was on. He was on this Netflix show. He's really funny. He's really a really good actor. So I think this is a fit. Um,
Nicole, you're right. Nicole said, and Keisha, I'm going to cut you off, but the more you know how it is when more people comment in the
yeah.
chat. Nicole said, "I just like how Jake is real. He holds no punch." You know what's funny, Nicole? When you go back and look at old seasons, Jake has never had a filter. Jake always just says what's on his mind, and this is what I had said a couple episodes ago when Jake got the money from Zay. Jake always got a plan. He's not going to allow nobody to play him. Remember how slick he used to be talking to Duda? Like Jake, that's why he said that, like, if we going to talk, if we going to keep it real, we going to keep it real. You think I'm going to be with you? You the only person I'm going to be with for the rest of
Forever.
Yeah. So I think that moment was good for Jake's character as well as good for Gemma's character because Gemma was trying. She had a lot of doubt, and by Jake saying what he said, she wanted to, explore that other avenue that she had been wanting to explore with.
She was going to explore it anyway, and that little dance was sickening, if you ask me. I'm sick of Gemma, but I've been sick of Gemma when she had the afro. She just too grown, and she set up for heart. You set up for heartbreak, heartache. You barely 19.
Mm. Yeah.
Um,
Father sensed it from the door, and I thought that she was going to keep it a buck with her father, but her father seen the chemistry. Her father, and I don't think that her father would have judged her, Keisha. I think her father would have accepted, like, yo,
I
okay.
don't think her father is as judgy as what she thinks he is. Like it's a certain part that when you're parenting, you got to be a parent,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he was a single parent. So Gemma don't know her father the way she thinks she know her father.
exactly. Nicole, you're right. The way Jake shut down the first lady and he said, "I'm not trying to buy you nothing." See that for a young man like that, and
Oh, her drawers was wet. She was
I
all over that little
she's
boy.
gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do, but if they do it right, she's basically gonna be sweating Jake because of who he is, because of his realness. Y'all women, y'all know, if somebody trying to holler, you just don't want a joker to lie to you. You want a joker to give you the option whether you want to deal with them or not. Just don't lie. And because Jake is the way he is, he's not gonna lie.
And I know some people are like that.
Keisha, I'm getting background from your area.
Because my phone was just ringing.
Okay.
I think some people will say that that's not believable, but it really is. A lot of young men that's 16 to 21, they were getting serviced by older women. We just have to keep it a buck. It's very common.
Is it? And that's a double stand. Like you said, that's the double stand in our community.
It's
Because
very common in our community. It's very common. So, let me see. What else did I like?
Nicole said the first lady liked to chase. She gonna spend some of that church money on Jake.
I'm trying to think that I cover everything that I liked. Tiff is annoying to me too. Um,
You know what's funny about Tiff, and I know you always said that Tiff kept it a buck or when she wanted. I did notice that Tiff said something, and it caught me off guard when she was talking to uh Rob about his father. She's like, he looked like he got money, and it made me look at Tiff like, you know what? She been chasing the, trying to be seen and try to deal with people for money for so long. Like, yo, Tiff, don't get caught playing yourself because at the end of the day, Rob is not going to go against his mother. Like he said, my mother got a bunch of houses. Like, and y'all still owe her money.
they come. Rob comes from money. Tiff is an opportunist. Tiff's been an opportunist.
Mm.
Emmett just was willing to thug it out with her, but she's been an opportunist. So, and I think this going to be too much for Tiff.
Mm.
But she put that man out there. He wasn't thinking about going against Duda. Tiff and his mother is why Rob was shot.
And his father picked up right on it.
Yeah.
His father picked it because he know his son. At the end of the day, he might not have been there. He might have been his career, but as they say, you know your child, and he know his son ain't built like that. He know how his son gonna move.
Well, a lot of street people.
Wayne, you could join us. So there we go. There he goes. How you
There,
doing, sir?
I'm fair, man. Life, but we keep going. So I
you
saw
are
this
very
on my
red
way.
in the face.
We're
You
live.
had a good time.
Well, it ain't that. I just was dealing with some issues, but I'm good.
Well,
That person's good.
well,
So
I know that you had a beautiful weekend, and I know where you was at. Would you like to share with the audience where you was at this weekend?
I
Your
was in
home away from home.
I was in the DMV where everyone is nice and friendly and love flows everywhere, and I was able to get some good rest. And still off work for another week, but I'm back in this rat race called Jersey, which I love as well.
That's right. That's right. So, Dwayne, give us your overall thoughts on this beautiful episode.
Well, I like the episode. I know a lot of people is looking for a little bit more, but what I liked about this episode is they're setting up stories, man. Like the Emmett with his brother. That's sort of like you gotta remember with the Shy, the essence of the Shy. It was about Brandon and Kevin. Then it was about Emmett and Kevin. So you still need that element. And I think eventually that's what's gonna happen with Emmett and his brother. We know Papa gonna be with the church and he ain't gonna be able to be at Smokey's. So he probably gonna hire his little brother to take Papa's role, and we'll see how their brotherhood develops. Now I got a little bit of I was conflicted a little bit because Darnell said they're the same age, but his mentality seems like he's a little bit younger than Emmett. Like how he went right down on the floor and started playing with his nephews, and he seems younger than him.
Kids and women make you more responsible.
Yeah, true.
Multiple
So,
Emmett
kids.
had a different mother.
yeah.
So
True.
supporting gaming, he said this show became dumpster juice, but I'm here for a review. We appreciate you being here for the review, supporting gaming. Supporting gaming. Actually, the show definitely this season, definitely this second part to season 6 has really been good. Episode 9, we basically gave it the highest marks of the season.
Yeah.
So Dwayne, what you told me on the phone to be expecting my boy Jake to do his thing, and you did not he did not let me down.
Disappoint.
Yeah, Dwayne, were you shocked at that scene? Because you told me you had to take a step away.
I had to take a step away, man, because I've heard of having to go to somebody's house and giving them communion in their home because they couldn't make it to church. But I ain't never heard no first lady going to nobody's house and giving them head. Especially an 18-year-old man. But this you want to know how she get them to come back. that brother said, "Pray on it."
Yeah, you know, and that's what we said before you joined, and I know you probably was listening. That's the craziest thing about Jake, and how they write his scripts and how he delivers as an actor. He gives the special pray on it. Like Jake is so unconsumed with what everybody else got going on, and his character, the way that they've always developed him is that he's nonchalant. He don't care. Like if she thinks she's gonna ever get any money out of Jake, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm tired of Gemma. I don't like it.
What do you do, Dwayne? Both of y'all have always said the same thing. Yes, you should watch it against Sport and Gaming.
Yeah,
both of y'all always said the same thing about Gemma. What's the problem, y'all?
I don't know the grownness. I don't know if it's the voice. It's just something about her. I just don't like it. So you get denied by G. You want to get sexy for Bakari's sister, and it's just what are you doing? What are you?
She thought she was Patra. She was whining.
Yeah,
showing my age. Now I'm showing my age when I say that, right? She thought she was whining. The girl was looking at her like, "You look so stupid. Just get up." Like I ain't beat. I'm focused on my music. You don't want to. She said, you mean to tell me if I'm with a girl, it's gonna be different? Yeah.
And I think they're going a little too far with the new pastor, with all the tithing, and I think they're taking that angle a little too far. And so I didn't realize until the second watch, because you asked me a question, and that's why sometimes I gotta watch it. I didn't see old girl's face the first time when her father introduced his wife, so you could tell she don't like him. I don't see her going from Papa to this new street dude.
Zay is his name.
Zay.
SJ in the chat told us who he was because we could never remember Zay's name, but his name is Zay.
Yeah, I don't see her being like just going from that extreme. You know what I mean? And she let him know. She let him know up front she had a kid, and he ain't seem to care about that.
She took a pull of that marijuana. She talking to him.
Yeah, like she ain't never hit that.
Hey, Wayne, I thought like one thing I liked about it is in that aspect of Zay is they're giving us a little bit more background of him when he said he was from down south. I like the development of just the overall characters, how they're doing, because I thought and part of their pivot was getting away from the kids.
Right.
They are getting away from the kids, but they're showing a little bit more development of what the kids are going to be like. You know, having Kadeem being the mentor for Bakari. Even with Zay, like you had him doing all this stuff with these different characters, but we never knew who he was. So now we know he's not from Chicago. He's just coming there trying to find his way. I thought that was pretty decent.
So my man, he put on the Leon character's leather jacket.
Well, Nicole, that is Bakari's real sister.
And y'all know his real mother was in this episode, right?
Which one was his mother?
His mother was the singer at the church.
Okay.
That's their real mother. They did an interview and he was talking about how it was special to work with his mother. That's his real
sister Nicole, and she is officially a singer. She does really rap. Let me ask you, Dwayne.
But real quick, as far as that goes, all you gotta do is look at them and see that they're real siblings.
Yeah,
they look just alike.
They sound alike too.
I told you one.
They look alike. Their manner.
And I've been telling you, Dwayne. I don't think I've been telling Keisha. That has been my biggest problem with really understanding her role in this, because they look so much alike and they talk alike. Their cadence is the same. Like it. And I'll be looking at Bakari like, yo, dude, you sound so soft with your approach.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you, Dwayne, were you surprised, because Keisha mentioned it to me on the phone, was you surprised that Bakari, when he was writing in his journal, that one, he admitted to killing Ronnie, And two, he said, I need to be careful. Is my sister going to be here that I could trust?
No, what? Why are we surprised that he admitted that he killed Ronnie? Everybody know he killed Ronnie. What is everybody know
Well,
he killed
people do know,
Chicago.
but
Why would he write that down?
Yeah, I don't know why he wrote it down, but that ain't no secret. The whole
I
shot.
mean, the whole neighborhood know we killed Ronnie.
were you surprised that he said he want to know if his sister, why she could he trust her?
A little bit. But if you think about it, since she been back in town, she ain't really trying to build no relationship with him.
Yeah, it was more like, bro, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she took that money.
Yep.
And she took that money. You know, these kids lived a hard life. Like Jake didn't have no parents, but his brother took care of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These kids were starving.
And you could see how Jake took that money and was like, fuck them. Jake is the type to be like, fuck you. I took your money. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. So what?
Where Gemma getting her other money to keep paying this rent?
Gemma got a liquor license now. So she's straight. Okay. Alan Rudd with the will quick. He said the Shy is doing way too much. Nah, Alan. I didn't like the Sunday episode. You know, Alan, this season, this second part of season 6 actually for us been great.
Yeah, I've been loving it, Alan.
Been a lot better. A lot better than it's been.
So, because they setting up stories, man. Like, there's a couple of people that's annoying me, even though it's been good since they came back. Tiff annoys the hell out of me.
Get out my head. I done said, he's saying the same thing I'm saying. Go ahead. Who else annoys you?
Same thing, yo.
Tiff is annoying me. Maisha's annoying me. I'm over Jada. Find something for Jada to do. I'm over Nook too. Like, come on, man. What you gonna be? You gonna be a killer or no? Come on, man.
You know what's interesting is that they casted these people, and I do think the casting was good. Y'all know who I'm over. I just don't think that Keisha is a good actress. I don't think she plays the role well.
Trying with her, but she just,
and for her to be one of the oldest actors on the show.
Oh, she is one of the oldest, even though she's like one of the youngest. She older.
Yeah.
I think y'all don't like Keisha because she don't have no. I don't think she's a terrible actress. I think that she gets terrible lines and terrible. They make her an unlikable person.
Well, she, Keisha, at the end of the day, and we won't go too far, right? She had her own storyline and couldn't knock it out the park. Well, I just don't think she's that good of an actress.
Well, I thought she acted well when
she did good with that.
Yeah, I thought she did good with the kidnapping.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she did okay. She was when they showed her track accolades and she was dealing with the track coach. I thought she did good then. I'm just trying to see what they're doing with her and Emmett. Like last year, beginning of this year, she was just at that brother's throat. And now she's loosened up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
She's going to be knocked up again. That's where we going with it.
Yeah, that's just true.
Alan said the additional brother this week was overkill. Well, when hey Alan, this is interesting, right? Dwayne told me that Emmett's brother was going to be in it. So me thinking what's going on with Emmett, I was thinking that they were going to introduce one of his brothers because remember Darnell got a lot of kids. I was thinking they were going to introduce one of Emmett's brothers as a street dude and be like, "Look, Pops told me what was going on. What you need me to do?" Instead, they took a more of approach of now you see the dynamic of Emmett, even though his relationship with Darnell never was extensive, now he has to understand that he's sharing Darnell with other kids. So I think that his brother, introducing the brother was an interesting, it's a curveball. I mean, you know how this show does.
Good, but I thought Jada did a good job of showing him, well, look at your situation with your kids.
Yeah.
And what you and Tiff got going on.
I can understand what Alan is saying. I just know that the little guy that they got playing Emmett's brother is a really, really good actor. So I want to see what he could do with the role.
And Dwayne,
Because Emmett
Keisha
doesn't
remembers him
have
from
any
Netflix.
friends his age.
Yeah,
No,
Keisha remembers him from Netflix. What you said? We was in Chicago, one of the Chicago's before, right?
He was in
he was on a couple of the Chicago's, and I remember.
Which I will
PD.
continue to give Lena Waithe her props. People can say what they want. She will cast somebody from Chicago so fast because the first lady's from Chicago. Um, and this is a good thing for up and coming actors from Chicago to be able to get
I
some
think
accredited
Bakari and
roles.
Brittany and their mother from Chicago, Jake
Yeah,
from
they all.
Chicago.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Papa is, Jake is.
So for you guys in the chat, anybody knows during this time, we usually rate the episode, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. So I'll jump out this window first. I'm giving it a 7.5. Steady. It wasn't a bad episode. I really liked it. The only reason why it doesn't have an 8 because it is not episode 9. Episode 9 was the best episode coming out of the second part, but I really like this episode. I really like the second part, and I really, like I told Dwayne, I really want to tip if I had a hat on, I really want to tip my hat to Lena Waithe and the showrunner, because I really think that the pivot that they've done has really taken a different turn, and I really could see the Shy growing after season 7. We know that they got approved for season 7. I think that the angle they took opens up the door for more character development for it to be more seasons instead of saying, okay, it's overkill. These kids is grown. Let it go. Alan Rugg gave it a 6. B, what up, B? Keisha?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5. Mr. Morris?
I'm going to 8. I thought it was very
8?
solid. Yeah, I like how they're setting things up. So I'm gonna go with an 8 on this one.
I just gotta be so cautious.
I'm looking forward
Every
to
time I
Nicole,
jump out the window.
Nicole, you just want to copy me, Nicole. 7.5. You just want to copy me.
listen,
Nah, I'm
man,
messing with you.
I like the stories.
Every time I jump out the window, they do something stupid.
Well, we know it's coming. We know it's coming. But for right now, we just put our emotions out of it, and we're gonna rate it on from what we see from each episode. And I really like the episode. Like I said, I give it a solid 8. I look forward to, yeah. And you know what did make me a little bit
Love you
sad?
too, bro.
What made me a little bit sad was you could see the hurt in Papa's mother's eyes. Like, oh, when you told me you didn't feel good and you wasn't coming to church, you've been going to that other church. Like, you could see that. Now, I don't like the way she talking to Bakari, and I think it may be time for Bakari to get up out of the house because the way she talking to him. I don't like that they have not had the scene with Nina and Lene yet to explain where Dre is. Because Dre was the advocate for Lene being in the house in the first place. I think they need to have that conversation.
I think one of the things that I noticed about them is Nina has no purpose in the show anymore.
No, there's no need to even show.
I'm glad that she, her role and the role that she had with Dre is like, I'm surprised that these shows nowadays don't recast these actors. And I guess it might have been some conflict because the actress who plays Dre is doing so well that other roles are jumping off.
I think that they have a story for Nina Nina has to find her gay. Like, she is not a part of the community whatsoever.
Right.
That she done had 2 women because it was a different woman she went to the funeral with when the kid's father died.
With the brat too.
Yeah, but so I think that would be interesting. Like, is she all the way gay? Is she bisexual? Nina needs to find Nina. So they have a story there. Her kids is grown, but are they going to write it? Are they going to utilize it? So we'll see. I just want Trig to be by herself. He don't need no woman. Like it's beauty in being by yourself sometimes.
Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, she definitely asked Dre that, and we would have thought they would have gave Dre a little bit more as an actress to say her goodbyes or to say her stepping off or just to recast her. To just write her basically off the show, not kill her off.
I think.
Is a
Oh, I'm sorry, Q.
Go ahead, Wayne.
I think something must have really kicked off with her and Lena, though, because if you look at her Instagram page, the Robin Hood Instagram page, she's kind of washed clean everything that she had on there regarding the shot.
Mm.
And she used to always promote the shot on her Instagram. And I'm surprised that, we see it all the time, right? And I love my ladies. I love y'all. Let me just say I love my black women. I always will. But when y'all get tired with us brothers, y'all wipe us clean off Instagram. It's like
every picture, everything be gone.
Everything. Like, all of a sudden, you're like, yo, what happened to old boy? Ain't no more pictures of y'all don't waste no time. Like, y'all just wipe it clean.
Any post that mentions them or nothing.
They just wipe it clean. Even, and most women, they'll be like, yo, I look good in that picture. I ain't wiping that one down because he in it. No, y'all be wiping it clean. So I'm thinking something happened because she kind of watched the page.
Yeah.
But what are we excited about next?
Nicole said the cleaner. Alan said, and quickly. Yeah, and quickly. Hey, Alan. All jokes aside, yo, it be Valentine's Day. By the 17th, if things ain't go right, everything gone. I'm talking about the post where he might have gave her a good gift for her mama or her son. That post is gone. Like, it ain't no more accolades, ain't no memes referring to him.
That's why you don't post them on your social media to begin with. So then you don't have
right?
to
keep them invisible, right, Keisha?
Yep.
And Dwayne, like we say, damn, you done had these internet relationships. Let us know about the breakup. You had us know about the relationship.
The only woman you'll see me post is my work boo. That's it.
Oh Lord.
On Facebook for 15 years. Everybody else, I'd be like, had a good time with her. We had a good time. Good night out with her. But you don't put that out there. The world think I date. The world think I'm in love with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. It's my people. It's my people. My work boo. 25 years. It's the longest relationship I ever had in my life. But I digress. What are we looking for next? What are we looking forward to in this next episode?
I'm looking forward to Zay and Kenya. I'm looking forward to more of the prosperity preaching because I know that, like the Creflo Dollars of the world, that's a big issue in the Black community, especially if you got somewhat of a church background. So I want to see how they gonna handle that. Bakari, I want to see, Jake, and I want to see Robin, his father. I want to see that. We didn't talk about Rashad and what's Rob's mother name? Alicia. We didn't touch on that, but is she sending him out to be killed? That's how I'm looking at
the leather jacket.
Yeah, because he's trying to.
Here's the question I got for y'all. And see, Keisha, we be on the same wavelength. Do we see Shad step in the Duda? Is it in him?
Well, when he first came home, they was trying to make it like he was all that. So I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if it's in him.
Like head of security and go and get him a gun is the next step.
Right. But her son ain't. First of all, they should have got Bakari to take the shot anyway. I don't know what Emmett and Rob was doing, but
that's the crazy part about it. That's who they should have tried to convince to kill him is Bakari.
Well, listen,
Bakari is the toughest one out of everybody in the show.
Listen, if Duda is going to die or get shot, I think it's going to be at the hands of Zay. Because remember, he already been in touch with Alicia. Remember, that relationship is there.
You know, this is what I'm interested to see is because I don't see how Duda and Alicia could both live cohesively throughout the show.
Again,
So, how long is Duda going to make it? You
You
know,
know,
or
I hate to say it, Keisha. I know that Duda is nailing the role, but Lynn Whitfield brings a whole level of professionalism to this series.
Leon too. You see Leon?
Like, and that's what I'm interested in. I want to see the greasy part of Leon because him even asking Rob, like, yo,
you saw it.
He's able to put pieces together. He knows, like, at the end of the day, he knows that Victor didn't kill him, but he got to be able to prove it.
yeah, he also got to protect his son because he know his son got some. It's something in there his son did. But, so yeah, those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, you seen it. Alicia leaned in like she was going to get kissed or something. And he said, "You looking old. You look tired."
She said, "You looking and you looking lonely."
She want that old thing back.
Yeah.
And then she proceeded to put that leather piece up on Rashad like he was Shaft. Yo, that shit. I tell you, man, it's so much funny little stuff in here. It's not cheesy. It's just funny when you watch second and third watch.
Remember, pay attention to lines. We heard
supporting game and don't skip no season. Watch all the seasons. Support the Shy. Support you. You're not going to be able to understand what's going on by skipping a season.
Listen, and you got to listen to lines, right? So Darnell then told you his son is good with numbers. Good with numbers. I don't know what that totally means, if he's going to be fixing books and stuff for Emmett, but he said he good with numbers. So.
Yeah, I like to see how that dynamic goes. I also want to see, at the end of the day now, we know that Emmett is going to go to Alicia for some money. Is Alicia going to say, Sonny was my brother too. You swindled him out of his restaurant. Like, she always say Q was her brother. She never mentioned Sonny.
He knows Sonny. He knows Sonny and Q is brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
because remember he did the work for Q.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I find it interesting. So I don't have much on my final thoughts. You guys can get your final thoughts. I'm very interested. Like, listen, for me, I'll be honest with you guys. One of y'all always see the episode before me. I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode. Like, Friday can't get here fast enough for that.
Because I can't sleep. That's why.
And then after that, in the next 2 weeks, we'll be doing two review shows.
Yeah, Power Book 2.
Because Power Book 2 will be upon us again.
And I'm interested of this Michael Ealy character.
Yeah, I saw that trailer and was really surprised at
why he going so hard after
Tariq. It's no background there, right?
There must be some background, like
yeah. So, any final thoughts, Keisha?
I don't have any. Just keep up the good work.
That's right.
I got a final thought. Ladies, let the men stay around a little bit longer. If it don't work out, man, don't clean the page so fast. Like, let us know he still exists. You can always go home.
Oh Lord.
With that, you guys.
Good night.
Best way to stay on, Keisha. And I know Dwayne gonna stay on, but stay on, Keisha. I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Remember, best way to support the channel is to like, share, subscribe. Until next week, we talk to you guys. And with that, take care.